Hi there, and welcome to our daily video series, Questions Reframed. And today's question is, how do I stop answering the same questions? Why am I the human FAQ for my own business? I want to say that's really a ridiculous question because of course you are. It's your business. So why wouldn't you be why wouldn't you be the FAQ for your own business? But that's really not worded correctly to begin with. What's common in this question is that as we grow, and even if you're not a solopreneur, as you grow, there isn't necessarily a place that's been designated as the place to get those questions answered. I spoke about this before when we talk about permission to answer questions and move things forward, because just because you tell someone this is the process, what happens if they have somebody come and they need to make a decision or move something forward and the process isn't 100% clear? That makes it a challenge for people. But let's get back to the question, how do I stop answering the same question? And that's really focused on the fact that you need a single source of truth and you don't have it yet, which means, of course, you have to create one. When this comes to me, I usually ask clarifying questions about what types of things are you answering over and over again, and if it makes sense to put those in a guide for your employees or for your vendors. Who is it for? And take the next steps from there, who it's for, because not everything that you put on your website people are going to look at. Sometimes you need maybe you're going to have a onboarding process, or maybe you're going to have a welcome email that has your standard operating practices in it. It really comes down to what are the finer details of what you're trying to implement. Sometimes it's just a simple Google Doc that you're sharing with someone that gives them the information that they need. Maybe you have some automation that does some activities too. The better question is, where should the answer live? And what permanent home is the best place for this decision? Your next steps are to figure out what you're answering over and over and over again. If you are on customer calls a lot, you can always upload your transcripts to AI. Are there any FAQs in these 5 or 10, however many you have the patience to upload? What are the frequently asked questions, or something along those lines that you can create for whatever the purpose is? That's really what you're doing, is picking out what things make sense and where do I put them for those people that need to access that information. As always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know.